Ooh, superior mana potion. Bronze bars. Approved bandages. Dementia Days for our generation gonna be lit. Diablo 2 LAN party in the retirement home. Any takers? Heck yeah. This game looks like another game you played where there were goblins behind boxes. Do you know the name? Goblins behind boxes. I'm not immediately thinking of anything, no. Styx? Styx was the goblin. Bars, nice. Blue fabric. Okay, so there's the portal out of here, but the question is, what are all these buttons for? Alright, that's 4 buttons. Oh wait, there was like the locked door at the bottom. Okay, this is it. It just didn't have buttons at the top of it. Crystal water staff. Yeah, okay. Oh, they were written there. Got it. Ow. Oh my god, that almost killed me. We're just gonna chill for a sec. Nice. That was shorter than many other towers. There was bigger rooms but less rooms. Feast your eyes on these frozen wastes, for the peaceful alabaster crests have been darkened by soldiers' vapors and ashes. They've clouded the skies with archaic wings and summoned an evil eye inside their innermost spring. It falls to you to snuff out both. Be prepared. A silent cold lingers all around. You will need to protect your inner fire with warm clothes, torches, and food. Impending hypothermia! It's like, hey, did you hear anything I just said? Okay. Said warm clothes. I mean, I got food already. Warm clothes, though. I'm guessing this is where the yak wool comes in. But I haven't found the recipe for yak bait yet. I wonder if I have to do the other bait quest first. When Enshrouded comes out as a full version, will you be able to continue playing with this character? I believe so. The question will be, when it comes out as a full game, will the early game be any different? Because if the early game is different, you know, I might want to make a new character, but if it's not, then, you know, I just continue this one, I'm sure. Level 26. So now I do, if I crit an enemy, it hits everyone within 15 meters for damage, and everyone within 20 meters for a bit less damage. This is not full game yet? No, this is technically still early access. They're adding more. But I will say, it already feels like a full game. I very, very rarely encounter anything that I don't love. So if you do like what you see, it's absolutely in a playable state. Recipes unlock. What did I loot? Amethyst. Mark all of you. Oh my god. So one thing I think is pretty cool. So every time I crit, there's like a chain lightning type effect. When I shoot a wand, sometimes it fires like 4 bolts. So sometimes there's 4 crits and it does 4 chain lightnings. The strength of the crit doesn't seem to matter. It's just, did you crit? So the wand procs that a lot. Does anyone else's, like, monkey part of the brain get really happy when I fireball a bunch of just objects and see numbers everywhere? Because, let me tell you, mine does. Superior healing potion. What is that? Destroy the plant fiber. Silver ore! I thought I was recognizing that as something I hadn't seen before. I was right. Overcharging it. Knocked him down. What am I looking at? Whoa! That's a lot of numbers. I can't even tell what's down there. It's just a lot of numbers. Alright, I'm just gonna blast you guys until I stop seeing health bars. Sound good? What is this on the ground? Silver, perhaps? Silver. I was giving my mining pick a workout. My mining pick's not doing too good here. Alright. Need to, if we want to mine that, we gotta get rid of the shroud first. Got the nest. Whoa! Dude, this guy just came sprinting out of the fog. Exceptional ring of stamina. Just testing. see the big boy over there. Trying to see if there's anything else in the room. He sees me. You know, there's a thing that I always remind myself of when I'm fighting these guys, and it's a rule that I kind of imposed on myself that helped me get through things like Elden Ring. And what the rule is if the enemy starts a melee swing at me, even if it looks like they're really far out of range, it's an AI. It's not going to swing if it's out of range. So if he swings, move. That's the thing. So like he has a move where he swings and he's nowhere near range, but then like a shockwave comes out of it and then it hits you. I'm gonna just blast you guys till I stop seeing health bars. That's probably gonna be my new favorite quote. I'll have that laminated. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh, wrong thing. Well, it's either try to break this or dig under it. Or crouch. We just tried that a second ago. The hat's too big? The hat's too big. Cutting, shock, piercing, magic shot. What? That's a lot of stuff. Got my magic swat. Ice and shot. No, I don't want to split wand. I meant to do salvage. Oh well. Alright. And despite the fact that we chopped down the stalk, it only removed the shroud in this small circle. I thought that would make it to where it's safe to go mine that silver, but not so much. We did refill the bar, I guess. I lost my rested buff at some point. So, usually when we find a new metal, we can make a new mining pick. I'm wondering if there's a silver mining pick. And if there is, I'm gonna need to scoop up a lot of this while I'm here. Takes so many hits, oh my gosh. If only I could fireball the resources out of the ground. Like dynamite fishing. gonna make a drill machine. Like Terraria. The high-level mining picks are like drills. Just don't think there's a silver pick, but I think coal and iron is steel. I guess I'll find out once I get back to the smelter. I did grab... Wait, that's granite. I did grab some coal. Silver ore times 2! Oh boy. That's my last bite of lunch. Delicious. Dirt roadblock. Got 21. Alright, that's fine. Alright. Most of the time when we find a new metal, we need at least a stack of 20 to smelt it. Hopefully. Hopefully we're correct. Why did it do that? It spawned me in the air and dropped me into the well. Oh my god. Dude, if I... That could have been a death loop. Like, I could have, like, respawned and dropped, respawned and dropped. Oh my goodness. Mike, have you ever played Final Fantasy XIV? Yeah, for like 100 hours or so. No, less than that. I played it for like a weekend, so I played it for like 2 or 3 days. And then I just kind of decided it wasn't for me. Gathering wool. Have you seen any cute tameable animals in the Albany summits? Come on, they'd be useful. Gathering some wool from yaks allows the huntress to make warm padding kits for snuggly armor. Oh, and the meat stew would be fabulous. That's why we need yaks. I just don't want to cuddle them, I swear. You want to murder them. Yak food bait. Well, there it is.
Hey.
All right. Nothing new here at the moment. Okay. What rings do I currently have? Mana regen and health and stamina regen. That's fine. Okay. Start that in there. Alright, so I don't yet have the thing to make steel, as someone hinted at earlier. Iron tools, we've got that already. Wait, I do have iron, don't I? Yeah. Yeah, I do have iron tools, okay. Who wants to talk over here?
Aha!
Hello.
A new frontier in alchemy.
Greetings.
Flameborn, I've reached the end of my wits. We've discovered almost every ingredient and concoction in these lands. I fear we must seek wisdom beyond our borders. The flame must think so too. It won't speak to me, but I see the silhouette of a blazing tower when I gaze into its fire, backed by mountains and an ice-cold lake.
Hope you'll return.
Alright. Hey, morning crew. Hey, Vaz. The bones of our enemies. Flame-touched friend, I must propose a task. Surely, surely you hate them too. The Cyclops haunt both the highest highs and the deepest halls. I want their bones, propped up on a little pedestal, shiny and white, chalky and pure. Stripped of flesh and sin. You've soothed my burning anger before, so I'm sure you could do it again. You're bright-eyed and naive, Flamebearer, even in the face of encroaching darkness. You wish to save the realm, or perhaps to preserve whatever beauty is left in it. The butterfly resting on an unmarked grave, the tattered leather-bound tome written in a forgotten language, memories of the past frozen in time. Well, your hope is my feast. From a fellow shepherd of souls, hear this. The abyss claws at our sepulchres, and swallows our fallen, leaving only a void. You cannot quench its thirst, but you can cut off its tendrils.
Keep your secrets.
Okay.
I'll keep mine.
Gonna need more. Where's the chamomile? Hold on. Oh, rooibos. That's what I need. Okay. Hey guys, hey Barry. I hate that. You're holding down the button to plan everything and then you punch. Alright. Yak bait. Need flatbread. Need salt and flour. I don't have enough flour.